Hello, my name is Brett Glazer, and this is ATM 101 for Unit 15 worksheet, the last and final one. So for Table 1A, on January 28th, the max temperature was 43 degrees Fahrenheit, the minimum was 32, the temperature range was 11, and the mean temperature was 38. And on February 1st, the max temperature was 24, the min temperature was 10, the temperature range was 12, and the mean temperature was 15.3. For Table 1B, on February 1st, the max temperature was 11 and the min temperature was 5. On Table 1C, on February 1st, the maximum dew point temperature was 20 degrees Fahrenheit, the minimum dew point temperature was 10 degrees Fahrenheit, the maximum relative humidity was 94%, the minimum relative humidity was 83%. On Table 1D, for February 1st, the time of maximum was 11, time of minimum was 2, time of maximum was 9, time of minimum was 19. And I think that time of minimum was wrong. I might have to go back and change that. On Table 2A, on February 1st, the mean temperature was 19 degrees Fahrenheit. The maximum temperature was 25 degrees Fahrenheit, the minimum temperature was 13 degrees Fahrenheit, and the temperature range was 11 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Table 2B, on February 1st, the climatic temperature was plus 0.4. On Table 3A, on March 27th, the max temperature was 38, the minimum was 23, the temperature range was 16, and the mean temperature was 25. On March 27th, on the attempt number 4 on March 27th, the max temperature was 47, minimum was 28, temperature range was 10, mean temperature was 34. On Table 3B, on the second attempt for March 27th, the max temperature was 17, the minimum was 5. And on the fourth attempt for March 27th, the max temperature was 15 and the minimum temperature was 5. On Table 3C, for the second attempt for March 27th, the max dew point temperature was 20, the minimum was 10, the maximum relative humidity and percentage was 73, the minimum relative humidity percentage was 35. And on the second attempt for March 27th, the max was 25, the minimum was 15, the relative humidity was 60, and the minimum relative humidity was 37. On Table 3D, on the first attempt, or the second attempt for March 27th was 17 for the time of maximum. Time of minimum was 13, time of maximum was 7, time of minimum was 17. And on the second attempt of March 27th was 11, the time of minimum was 16, time of maximum was 8, time of minimum was 17. Table 4A, the first attempt for March 27th was 29 for the mean temperature, the max temperature was 35, the minimum temperature was 23, the temperature range was 15, all in degrees Fahrenheit. For the second attempt for March 27th, the mean temperature was 33, the max was 40, the minimum was 29, and the temperature range was 10, all again in degrees Fahrenheit. For the first attempt, for Table 4B, the first attempt for March 27th was 0, and the second attempt in Kodiak for March 27th was 3. For C1, there is a strong L influencing anchorage. For C2, there is no strong H or L influencing anchorage. For C3, winds in anchorage are northerly, i.e. from the north. From C4, there are scattered clouds with moderate humidity in anchorage. For D1, there is no strong H or L influencing anchorage. For D2, there is a strong L with scattered cloud covering influencing Kodiak. For D3, there is a strong H with thinner cloud cover influencing Kodiak. For D4, winds in anchorage weaken significantly through the week. D5, winds in Kodiak are easterly on March 23rd and become lighter and northerly by March 27th. For E1, it is initial weather dominated by lower pressure, warm and humid southerly flow, and clouds is followed by higher pressure with lower temperatures, decreasing cloud cover, lower humidity, and lighter winds. For E2, weather dominated by decreasing high pressure persists through the week with little change in cloud cover, humidity, or wind. This indices the presence of a single air mass over the region. For E3, decreasing high pressure through the week with cloudier skies giving way to clearer skies and winds weakening. The weather changes from warmer than typical to typical due to nighttime cooling. On E4, this is consistent with lower humidity in Anchorage, a coastal site, and then Kodiak, a maritime site, as the lower humidity allows more nighttime cooling and lower minimum temperatures. This is Britt Glazer with the last screencast of Unit 15 for Alaska Weather and Climate class. Thank you very much.